Hi guys, do you know who we are?
Hi guys, do you know who we are?
That's how the episode is going to start. I'm going to edit that straight at the start.
You know who we are.
You know who we
what
are.
happens in the next bit?
No.
She's like, we're the cock destroyers. And she dies.
Wow, this is going to be a fun edit.
Welcome to
The cock destroyers.
wait. Welcome to QUBD, a podcast.
Whoa, Sarah, you're forgetting our trademark.
What?
Hello, people of the net.
Hello, people of the net.
Welcome to QUBD,
Welcome to QUBD.
our corner of the internet where we talk about random stuff. Today we have a special guest, Anika.
Hi.
You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure.
Patrick, do you want to introduce Anika?
The reason why I'm going to introduce Anika is because I'm pretty sure in the last three recordings, we haven't even introduced ourselves. In the first one, the zero.
So the audience just don't even
We
know the
did.
names.
All right, well.
You know, that's me, awkwardly saying Benedict.
No, he edited
mean
it
this-
out.
I sent me edited it out.
Guys, mysterious vibes.
Anyway, people of the nets. I'm here with Benedict, otherwise known as Mr. Consistent, Sarah, and our friend Anika, because we realised that the three of us don't have enough to talk about, and it's better to bring friends on.
Woo! And this is
And this
Patrick.
is Patrick.
Oh yeah, me.
Didn't even introduce yourself.
Okay, Patrick, can you introduce Anika to us?
Okay. I don't know why I'm doing it because Benedict has known her for the longest time.
You
Anyway.
said you'd
No,
do it.
no, you
Oh,
gotta do it,
valid.
Commit.
Well, Anika, half Portuguese, half Japanese, English on the inside, brown on the outside. Nerd number one. Give us a toad impression.
Oh, wait.
That's why we bring her on. Anyway, Anika, how are we doing?
I'm
Give us a bit of a
thank you.
life update.
My life update. So I recently sat an exam for my career, which I passed on Monday.
Nice.
I was expecting more of a thank you. But otherwise, job's going nowhere. So
Oh.
yeah.
Classic corporate.
Classic.
You know what's crazy?
Don't
I-
work in a corporate life, guys. It's not worth it.
Mm.
I thought we wouldn't do any more exams after we finish uni. I'd be like, that's the
Nah.
last exam ever. She's just here. Pay
No, I
more
didn't-
to sit exams.
No, I didn't have to pay to sit my exam. It was free. It was free through work.
No, but we were clubbing, and she's like, "I have an exam on Monday." And we're like, "Huh?
Oh,
Exam?"
Yeah, but then like I drank so much that evening, I was too hungover the next day to like study for more than an hour.
But you
so I just-
passed.
I did. You passed.
what is
That's
this? A certificate in question?
It is the Microsoft Data Analyst Power BI Associate Certificate. It makes fancy graphs, everyone. So if you need a nice graph,
If you need a nice graph,
I am your guy.
She's your girl.
use
I
your
am.
belt.
I am the underpaid girlie. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, life's good. I'm here right now. I came second in Mario Party just now. One day I'll be first. One day.
Not with this guy. 8 stars. Mental. Stealing them left, right, and
But then
centre.
there could
8
be
stars.
one day where we all do like a 1v3 against Benny.
Whoa.
Maybe. But you know what? We need to get on. Honestly, I want to get all of your Mario Kart. I can't lie. I'm really
I'm sick
upset.
at Mario
I'm
Kart.
really sad that we don't play Mario Kart because I love and hate that game.
But
Fuck
you
that
know,
game.
Mario
Fuck
Kart's
that
good.
game. But I love that game.
You know, I'm so bad at it.
I know. You know
You'll
what?
practice. It's okay.
Like, it's not even fun. Like,
But
it's,
no, it is.
like I'm so bad.
Oh
At
yeah,
it.
you don't use the drift button on Mario Kart. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
drift.
I remember
I don't know how to play.
we played one time. We're like, Sarah, you need to drift. She's like,
I can't,
I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, but you started gaming now. You know, you got a better hand on the controller.
I play Stardew
We
Valley.
play Stardew Valley.
that's the
Yeah,
starting
but it's,
point.
it's about the
Stardew Valley's
dexterity.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's about the finger
Okay.
dexterity.
Back to Anika.
Hang on.
Any other updates?
Any other updates? I'm seeing someone. It's going very
Oh.
nicely.
Oh,
That was-
okay. We'll go into that later.
Okay.
Okay, should we start with how we met you?
Okay, yeah.
Well, Benedict
Yeah.
Well,
this year.
It's what
I'm
you-
pretty sure I know little bits of the story, but like I'm really interested too because there's so much. I remember like when I've known Anika for 3 years, and I was just finding out like the most random stuff that like she played the cello in a full orchestra.
yeah.
This is 3 years in.
I didn't
Never
even
seen
know.
never seen her with an instrument in my
Wait,
life.
I knew this. Oh, did you?
I only found this in like 5 years in.
Yeah, there you go. Benedict found this out
I
5
think
years in.
like you mentioned it. Anyways,
Yeah.
do you want to introduce how you or
How did you two meet?
How did I meet Benny?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you've alluded to, I've known Benny the longest. It all happened on a day in Comic-Con
Oh my God.
on the
What year was
line.
this?
2015? No, 2014, because last year was our 10 years since we first met.
Oh my God.
So it's now been 11 years
Yeah.
since I've met you,
11
which is
years.
crazy.
You were children.
Yeah, we were fetuses.
Yeah,
We
we
were
were
like
like,
fetus
we were like
fetus.
15.
Yeah, I barely learned how to walk.
Still covered in placenta.
My mind goes wow. Yeah. So it was like in the line of Comic-Con. I was with 2 other people at the time, and it was one of my friend's birthday. And she's like a very kind person. Like even if it's her birthday, she like wants to make everyone else around her very happy and stuff. So she bought a cake. And then as we were heading inside, she was like screaming to everyone in the queue, like, "Does anybody want cake?" Literally dead silent, right? Except for these groups of guys that were like, "Yeah, we'll have cake." That was them.
You two are you.
So we went over to them. Obviously, had like gave them all sizes of cake, and then I distinctly remember looking at one of his friends, and she was wearing like this pink hair, and I was like, "Oh my God, that pink hair looks so good on her." I was saying this to one of my friends, and I was like looking at the person really closely, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's not a girl."
Hang on, wait, let me guess. Wait, let me guess. Johnny.
No,
Oh, wait, no, you
actually,
did-
no. Think of the next best person.
Oh man, I thought that's the most Johnny thing I ever.
No.
Sorry, okay.
Johnny went up as Hatsune Miku one time.
Oh, I
He
see
did.
the photos.
Yeah.
Did.
You know, like
Oh,
the blue hair.
Yeah, the one where
Yeah.
the one that we turned into a sticker.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. So the person in question was Chai, actually. So he was wearing a pink wig, and I was just like, "Wait a minute, that's a guy." And I don't really remember what happened after, but like we basically just spent the whole day with his group, and then the following Comic-Con, because it was like in May and October, so we met in the May one. We also did we go together to the
I
October
don't think
one?
so. I think we met a year later.
Yeah, and there was like this big. There was like a bigger group.
There was a big group.
And then there was a year after where it was like the Comic-Con meetup or something. And that's when, basically, long story short, someone made a Facebook event of being like, "Oh,
Good old
let's all,"
Facebook event.
yeah, back in the day, where people were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, let's all go to the park. It's like a Comic-Con reunion." So everyone that had went to Comic-Con before, we all went to this park. And then there was like this group of girls dancing. And Chai, the one with the pink hair, or pink wig at the time, he was like, "I'm going to go over there and dance with those girls." And then our group merged with that group. And that was this huge
Big
drama,
up
which
Chai.
we weren't involved with, actually.
How old were you at this point? Because it's like 3rd Comic Con.
This
This
sort
is like-
of yeah.
Was it midway through sixth
Losing
form?
losing placenta at this point.
It was
Midway.
no. It was before we started. It was before we started sixth form. It was the year. It was
No,
the
we
year
all
GCSE.
met. We all met for GCSE.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we finished the GCSE exams, and
Yeah.
then that summer was when the group
We
got
went-
even bigger.
Yeah.
Quick question. Hang on. How did you go from cake to like having each other's numbers, Facebooks? What?
Because we gave them the cake, and then we just were talking as a group, and then we just spent the
We
whole
just
day.
added.
Oh,
each
you
other-
did just spend the whole
Yeah,
day
yeah, yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we met
I
them
said
at
this. You
Facebook.
weren't listening.
Famously.
Will.
Well,
But yeah, that's how it happened. So it all started with cake.
He always starts with
Yeah,
cake.
the cake was not a lie. So yeah, that's how we met.
and
Now
our
here we
name
are.
was the Citrus Squad.
Yes, it was.
The origins of the Citrus Squad. The reason it was called the Citrus Squad is one time we went to Comic Con and we were playing like hot potato. Then rather than using a potato, we had lemons.
Yeah, we
So we
did.
were throwing around lemons, and if you dropped the lemon,
Yeah.
you had to take a bite out of the lemon.
Oof.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that unlocked the cool
But
memory.
like, what? Okay. Why did you have a lemon?
Why not?
I
Why
don't
did you
know.
have a bunch of lemons? Why did you have a
we,
bag
we,
of lemons?
We did it. I don't know.
We did it. I don't know where
Just
it came from.
you were just throwing,
Somewhere
throwing a
it came
lemon
from.
party at Comic Con for no reason.
life give you lemons.
You play hot potato.
Yeah.
You play hot
You mixed
potato.
Citrus Squad. That's how it happened.
And that's the origins of Citrus Squad.
Yes,
origin.
of
And
what
then-
was once the biggest squad of all time.
And then is this nearing uni now? Like you're sort of turning 18. You've known each other for 3 years. 3 Comic Cons in.
This
Yeah.
was like as sixth form started, right? And then
Still flat caps. 2017, Abashan.
Abashan was flat capping. I have a picture. I'll show you later. It's so bad. And then
Skinny jeans.
yeah. Oh god.
And then during sixth form, there was a lot of beef that happened.
Yeah.
Groups,
Not within like our original group. Like the girls that we met at the park, that group had a lot of drama because we all merged together. We were just like.
Do I know these people, or they just?
No, you don't.
People who,
We joined later.
I joined.
Yeah, you guys were way late. This is like I met you two. Well, I met you uni era. I met you post uni era. Like by the uni point, the group had disbanded, so we were back to like our original groups. Basically.
Again, they're getting back together.
Yeah. Reunion. But yeah, that's it. That's how I met Benny, and now here we are.
And then through Benedict, she meets everyone else, like every person in our friend group. Whenever anyone comes into the group, they just go to Benedict and just go, so why is everyone pointing me to you? As yes, whenever someone asks like, so how do you know everyone? And everyone just goes, oh, so basically I met Benedict. It's kind of gone out of hand because it's like you've obviously known like your school friends anyway.
Yeah.
But then like the uni, I don't know how you became like this center point of just people.
You just know people.
I just know people. My awkward, introvert looking ass.
It's the Gemini in him. Introvert, awkward
I thought you were
looking
going to
ass.
say a different word.
Whoa, I'm not awkward looking ass. I'm a Gemini. Ah, okay. Yeah, valid. I'm not an introvert though.
Like,
yeah, but he just masks his extrovertness. And then once he's actually out, he's like, all right, 20 Jaeger bombs on me.
True.
I just like everyone around me having a good time.
Max London Student Loans gets 20 Jaeger bombs, has one, throws up, and then me and Scott are standing there with 9 each left.
Multiple times. This is not a one-off.
And you still make it to all your 9 a.m.s.
In first year, yeah.
Oh, I thought you did
first
that
half
like every
of first
single
year.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you consistently always made it to 9 a.m. I was like, no.
I'm pretty sure he famously never made it to his 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what was even crazier? Scott didn't make it to a 9 a.m. lecture for the. I was in his lecture for some reason when he first made it to his 9 a.m. lecture. And they were like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, why am I in this like bio? What did he study? Was it
I thought you just said biology.
No, not biology. Yeah. Just this random biology, like third year biology lecture. I have no idea what it is, and they start mentioning Sonic Hedgehogs, and I'm like, oh, I know that.
Anyways. So now that we know how you met Benedict and therefore know us, what are all our impressions of Anika? First impression. Let's start with
First
you.
impressions of Anika. I met Anika a very long time. I don't really remember too much. I just remember Anika just being this really bubbly kind of like able to talk to everyone kind of thing, like good vibes. And then the more and more I knew her, the more weird she got.
What do you mean weird?
She was masking it.
Anika could talk to anyone. She's really one of those people who's like,
look at me now.
And then,
like,
and then, yeah, the more and more you get to know her, the more and more weird jokes she makes.
No, I'm normal.
Weird. Again, South End, when you're just like, thank you, Anika.
No.
Honestly,
so normal.
Our Instagram chat between me and Anika is just the odd meme, and it's literally because I send her something just outrageous, and then she's like, "Thank you, Patrick," and then she sends me something outrageous. I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, Anika."
That's how it works.
So, how about you, Patrick?
Well, what was my first impression?
When did you first meet Anika?
Yeah, I'm genuinely trying to remember.
Surely it was a
night out.
Night out.
Definitely a night out, but I don't remember what night out it was.
My first impression was, damn. And the rest is history, so we'll leave it in the history.
No. Another episode.
So anyway, that's what happened there, and then yeah, no, that was my first impression. Damn.
My first impression was also damn.
I think we had different views.
No. It was the same.
No,
Oh,
this is
oh,
it.
oh.
It was the same. It was the same.
No, I was just like, I don't really remember, honestly. It wasn't even that long ago. But I just remember you being super nice and super friendly and super talkative. And
Haven't seen her
I
angry
think-
side yet.
No.
I think we were with Abishan and Dylan. And I think Abishan is just like quite shy with new people. And I think
Then you get to know.
Then he starts drinking.
Oh my god. Yeah.
and then like Dylan just I think Dylan just asks a lot of questions, but I think overall it was like it's quite quiet, but you kept talking and I was like, oh my god, thank god it's not awkward silence.
No, I was so excited to meet you, so I was just like, oh my god, hi. I was actually containing my excitement. So I was like, oh, so tell me everything.
Sweating.
No, because okay, so I knew a few people called Anika before,
Really?
and they were all
Oh.
Oh.
and they were all like they weren't
Non-verbal.
Non-verbal.
no, okay, they were all like South Asian.
Non-available.
Because I feel like a lot of Indians are called Anika.
Yeah. it's a
There's also
popular name.
Anika, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew another one.
Yeah, we knew another
And
one.
then, so I thought you were going to be Indian. And then,
That's why he's brown on the outside.
You didn't see me, and you're like, who is this?
and then he was like, oh, I was like, oh, who are they? Like, which one? And he's like, oh, they're right there. And I like just couldn't see because I was fully expecting an Indian girl. And then it was you.
So I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
And then I was like, okay. Anyways,
hello.
yeah, that's my first impression.
So your first impression of her was, oh, you're not brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Was that a disappointing thing, or were you just like okay,
Okay.
Huh.
I wouldn't have been disappointed by your race. That would have been weird.
It's like, damn, I really wanted the
You're like,
brown
"Oh,
one.
it's ruined my
Damn.
fucking day. I don't want to do this anymore.
Damn.
Hey,
I probably have to cut that out.
nah.
No,
Nah.
no. You know what?
I'm gonna get
The
canceled.
way you mentioned how Dylan just asked questions, I love how Dylan talks because I love breaking
He's
up
so
his
interesting.
routine. When I talk to Dylan, I love breaking up. I was like, Dylan, stop saying what? Just wait. Because he's just a really good listener, like a really active listener as well. So just be like, okay, yeah, and how was that? Yeah, and what happened
that's
then?
cool.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
He's
How did it make you feel? Really?
Really?
Oh no.
Well, yeah. What was your first impression of all of us?
Well, again, I think same with you. When I first, it's 11 years ago, I don't remember. I just thought like it was nice meeting you guys, and
The nice guy.
I just, well, I think, I mean, you gotta like see it from my perspective, right? The first time I see you guys, and the first person I see is someone who I think is a really pretty woman with pink hair, and I'm like, wait, that's Chai. So
Nah, he makes furniture.
yeah, he does. Oh, he's on his first life. But I mean, like, I'm so happy we're here now. Because if I hadn't gone that day, none of this would be happening. And also bearing in mind, I remember it was a Sunday, and the two people I was with that day, they also went the day before. And one of them asked me way beforehand, oh, do you want to go Comic-Con? I'm like, not really my thing. And then I saw in their Snapchat story that they were having so much fun that I was like, oh, I want to go. So it was like a spur of a moment thing that I decided to go on a Sunday. So
How was Comic-Con back then? Like, because you guys took
it
me-
was actually good
Way
back
better.
then. It's shit now.
It was, yeah, because
It
when
was-
I went
oh.
recently, when did we go? Like 2022. And I was well hyped because you guys were telling me all this, and it just turned out to
It's-
be a lot of stalls
Nah,
just
it's
selling
gone dog shit.
That
garbage,
was like-
plastic
Like, I feel
toys.
like back then, it's like there was loads of people like with like hug me sign, but
Yeah.
it's not weird. Like people would just like go up to each other and be like speak to each other randomly.
Also,
It's
there
like
was like
slightly
the
pre-internet, not in pre-internet, but like slightly
yeah,
era
Yeah.
of like
people actually randomly just spoke to each other.
yeah. Oh god, no, it's so weird. But then like also back then there was like an outdoor space that
Yeah.
you could just go to, and then like everyone would hang out there most of the time. But now that outdoor space is like gated away, so you can't go there.
And there's no
anymore.
stage.
Yeah.
There was like a music stage where they're playing live music. Like
Basically, it was
way more
sick.
going on.
Back. 10 years ago, Comic Con hit different.
Yeah, it was
So what
so
is
good.
it now?
honestly,
Just shit.
It's
Like,
super
no offense.
commercial.
I was expecting like some greatness. I was like, damn, there's gonna be all this people in
Yeah.
cosplay, like this and that. Turns out I just paid a ticket to look at really dead stalls, all selling the same
Same.
plastic,
Mm.
low quality at like anime items and like comic items, and it was just
No.
nothing going on really. We played some video games that was good, and that was
Yeah.
it.
There was so much stuff like you could actually play like video games that weren't released. There was so many like random video game stores like Tekken and stuff, and then there was even like wrestling, like live wrestling.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Oh, they had it.
Like,
Damn.
Damn.
What's your first impression of Patrick?
I'm trying to remember.
Damn.
What? It was definitely a night out. I do distinctly remember thinking, "Oh my god, you're really tall."
Damn.
You know that one on the phone where he's like,
You know what? I'm jealous of your height. Imagine being just like chest height, nice, then you hug someone. Just it's nice.
Nah,
All I
but
see is
then-
just the dome.
But then you guys always bully me about my height, so I'm just like, if I was 5'5", 5'6", that'd be easier.
No, but you're not actually that short. Like I've seen people even shorter.
yeah.
You're
But
like
I'm
we can lift you up
below
and show.
average.
We can lift you up and show you the top of the fridge. It's not that interesting. It's all right.
Yeah.
Just lift her up.
Wait, guys,
Showing Anika places she's never seen before.
don't change the subject.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. I'm trying to. Well, I just remember him thinking he's really tall.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I'll go through my pictures later, and I'm sure we can find the picture where I first met everyone. I'm like, yes, that's what I was thinking. So okay, I'll come back to that later.
How about me?
Well, I mean, I already knew so much about you before I met you that I was just like, oh my god, I'm so excited to meet you.
Wait, before you go into surely it was just like meeting Benedict number 2.
I mean, I thought you were like a bit quiet when I first met you, but I think you were, in fairness, you were shy because you were meeting everyone for the first time.
Yeah.
Right? So like I kept that in mind, but I was still like, she's so cute.
Aww.
I'm gonna make her feel weird.
You didn't though. Turns out I'm also weird.
Yeah. Don't you love it when things happen and we're all just weird?
Can't escape it.
Yeah.
It happened.
I think he's the common denominator. He's the denominator here. Like everyone meets you, suddenly everyone's just like.
Now
like-
we both agreed it's a cube.
No. You could came like he entered our lives like within the last 3 years. It's you.
And
It's his influence. It's his influence.
It's his influence.
Yeah.
We were dead normal
It's
before.
in the way.
No, you were not that normal before.
They're
What are you
normal.
talking about? No. That's bullshit. You've always been weird in a good way, but you've been weird. It's
Yeah.
a good thing. There's like
You
good
know
weird
what?
and bad weird, you know?
The thing is, though, I have these moments where I'm like, like we're out and I'm like drunk or something. I'm thinking like, please, can we just be normal for 2 seconds? And then someone will just come and it's like Salman will just come, grab my ass and just whisper something in my ears. And I'm like, why? I was just enjoying the music for 2
No.
seconds.
You're never normal.
See?
Well, not anymore. I tried to be back in the day a little bit sometimes.
A little bit.
I was
Anyway.
still a yapper, just not making noises all the time. Wah. Anyway,
Anywho.
Cool. Going back to your life update about your love life.
Uh-huh.
You're now seeing somebody.
Yes.
How's that going?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
how did this all happen? How did you meet? Was it work?
No, so it was in August. It was my friend's birthday. She was doing karaoke. And she obviously invited all her friends. I was one of those people. I arrived very late. I was the last one there. I remember distinctly feeling at the time, I really don't want to go because sad things were happening at that time as well. So I fully expected to go into this evening being like, I'll just do karaoke and then probably stay in the club for 30 minutes and then go home. Just show up.
Cheeky song. Bish bosh.
Whipped out the Toad voice.
Yeah, I did. That was where the Toad voice was born because I literally just saw a meme on Insta of this girl being like, oh, I'm going to sing Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, but with a Toad voice. And then she's like, Rusted on the beat hole. And ever since then, I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to do this tonight if I feel like
We
it.
can't escape anymore.
And then, well, the Toad voice was not why the person I'm seeing now was like, yeah, I'll go talk to her. He just wanted to get to know me because I didn't really know him very well. I'd met him once before, but I was like, yeah, I don't really know this guy.
What was the awkwardness level? Was it like Benedict?
What?
No, it wasn't awkward at all.
Or like Anika?
No, I think, well, drinking helps because when you've had like a drink or two, you don't really feel as awkward. So I was just kind of like, no, social drinking, okay.
Oh, I remember. It wasn't social back in the day. You grew out of it, but goddamn.
Oh no, I mean uni. I was like, I might as well just go big or go home. So there'd be evenings where I'm like, yeah, I'll just get like.
What happened to Dry Jan?
Oh yeah, I broke it. I broke it 2 weeks ago. But it's fine. I only drank 2 days, like out of the entirety of January. I only drank for 2 days. It's fine. Not 2 whole days. Like drunk twice within 2 days. Thank you. I tried. So if I just don't drink until tomorrow, then those 2 days that I ruined in January. It's February, so it's fine, right?
I don't understand this dry jam thing.
What do you mean?
I did the opposite.
Yeah, but you don't even like alcohol.
No one really likes alcohol.
I mean, people do.
No one truly likes it. We like being drunk. no one likes the after effects, and no one likes the pre-bit where you're like, all right, we're late to a club. There's a bottle of vodka we run out of mix.
Let's finish it.
Sometimes alcohol brings the vibes. Like not like
It does, yeah.
no, not like
and
not
that's why
like
I did the
drunk,
opposite of dry January.
No, but not like the drunk vibes. Like sometimes you just go to like a nice bar and you want to have a drink, and it's just like the vibes. Even if you don't get drunk, even if you only have one drink. What?
Why would I do that?
It's so nice.
Why would I drink drugs to
What?
not be drunk? Well, alcohol is just a drug. What was that? I'm like, let me just ingest poison. Let me just ingest poison so that I
have one drink.
No, but it's the vibe. It's like the
but then you might as well have free drinks vibe.
Anyways.
Sorry.
I have a question here written.
Yes.
Can you remember your first crush?
Yes.
I also have a little note on the set that says DM first crush, which would be crazy.
I
that's
definitely
not
do not have my first crush on any social media.
But do you remember your first crush?
Yes, I do. I'm not going to say their name.
How old were they?
I mean, this was when I was in primary school.
Damn.
Yeah, I was just. I remember. Damn.
Hey.
What do you mean, damn?
Sorry.
And what was it that made you have a crush on this person?
On this kindergarten.
I mean, as a kindergarten back then, I was like, oh, this other kindergarten looks really cute. And that was it. It was just his looks.
Damn, not even his toy
I felt
trucks.
like in primary school, well, I don't know, my experience is everyone people had crushes. It's just whoever everyone else has a crush on. In primary
Nah,
school.
not for me. No.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what your
For me, it was like my parents being like, "Don't you think this boy is cute?" And then I'd be like, "Boy, cute, crush."
Association.
Is this love? Is this what love feels like?
They'd be like, "Oh, do you have a crush on anybody?" And then they'll name a bunch of people, and I'd just be like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And then it just became my crush.
Everyone. Just look. Sarah, when she was in primary school, was like, damn.
What about you? What was your
I
first
remember-
crush?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Like your crush. Like don't count crushes I had earlier in life as proper crush.
Oh,
still
I can
crushes.
definitely count it as a crush because I bought her a ring in kindergarten.
Really?
Bro,
Oh
I
my
was just like, I'm gonna
God,
jewel
that's
her up.
Oh my God.
But like, I was extremely shy as a kindergartner, and I remember having a crush, and then we were somewhere, and then I told my mum, and then like we got this little dolphin like ring. Yeah,
That's actually so
Oh, yeah, because you
cute.
had an obsession with dolphins.
I still do. Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit.
great.
Not like a major obsession anymore. I'm obsessed with a lot of things nowadays.
Wait, did she accept?
Can't
No, you said you didn't give it
You
to
didn't give
her.
it to her.
Oh,
you
you
got
didn't?
too shy.
Well, you did.
That's
I
what
thought you said I gave her a ring. Or did you say I
Yes.
bought her a ring?
That's fine. Yeah, I was too shy with them, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh man, kindergarten was tough. Kindergarten was tough.
You think
I was.
life is
I
tough
don't
now?
remember anything from
Kindergarten's different.
kindergarten.
I just remember crying a whole lot.
Separation.
So-
I loved kindergarten.
That's when my
I can't remember.
Soft play, like non-stop. So fun.
Soft play?
you don't get soft play in normal kindergarten.
What's that?
What's soft
What's
play?
that?
What is soft play?
You know, like
Like
what do you mean?
Everything is like spongy.
Oh, like that. I thought
What,
you
like
meant like
Play-Doh?
No,
Fun,
no. Like
no, what's
the
it called?
whole kindergarten was like covered by that like material.
not in
that-
Hungary.
What?
They were just walls
I have
and
no
woods.
idea what you're talking
No, I have
about.
no idea.
No, you know soft plays where like you go and there's ball pits and then there's like
Yeah.
slides and like it's covered in soft foam.
And it's just like games every like you could play with toys.
And then there
nonstop.
was
Wait,
nap
you do
time.
nothing.
Nap time was good.
And then you could
Time.
There was nap time in Hungary. Yeah.
and then you could hang out with other people, other kids.
I got held back.
I
in
feel like my
kindergarten.
perception of consciousness only started developing after kindergarten. So I don't remember anything from
I just
kindergarten.
remember like a few cool bits. My kindergarten teacher was my neighbour in Hungary, so I remember her.
Oh, no way.
Still say hi to her every now and again.
Aw.
Love her. She like I gave her like my graduation photos and everything. She loved it.
That's
Kindergarten, I just remember like a few cool bits where I thought like playing outside games with people. Nap time, great. They always read a story. We had our little beds.
Mhm.
Yeah, class. And then my dad had a motorbike at the time. This is pre-motorbike accident. So like he would like sometimes take me to or pick me up on the motorbike. And when you're 5 years old on the back of a huge sport bike, you're like, I'm sick. I felt sick. I was like, God damn, that's my dad. That's my goddamn dad.
He got that dog in him.
Did you have show and tell?
No, maybe, probably. And I also remember being helped. Well, I don't remember. My mum told me that I got held back a year. Kindergarten.
Oh.
I was not ready for school. Not because I was dumb,
remember
just because, I don't know,
Yeah, separation anxiety.
my separation.
when I was in kindergarten, we had these like files that it was like in parent teacher conference
Mm.
where your teacher gives gives your family like a whole folder of your work and
Mm.
stuff. I still have the folders at home of when I was in kindergarten of like my work and like the stuff
So
I
cute.
said and like my show and tell photos, like photos of when I was like a baby. Yeah, actually.
I'm sure my mum has my mum was one of the type of people who would, I'm pretty sure she still has my first cut of hair. She still has my first ever Nikes.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah, one of
that's so
yeah,
It must be
cute.
tiny.
and completely clean because I couldn't walk. But yeah, kindergarten is when my separation anxiety started. And I remember that firmly because honestly, I don't even remember, but I just remember crying whenever I got dropped off for
Oh.
months. And to this day, Benedict leaves me alone in the house. I'm like,
Gotta train him up.
It's like, what do I do?
I would do the same thing if he was here. I just get vibes. Vibes on tap. Anyway, back to your relationship, Anika.
Oh,
So-
God. Wait,
Well,
what's
what's
that?
the most romantic thing someone has done for you?
Romantic? Oh no. The fact I have to think really, really hard is not good.
Uh-oh.
I can't tell you the most romantic thing from what I can remember, but can I tell you the best thing anyone's ever done for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's to do with one person in this room. Basically, I remember was it my last year? It was my last year in Leeds. I remember offhandedly telling Abishan, like, oh, uni's just like a bit tiring. I feel really tired sometimes. I just feel a bit like lonely inside every now and then. I feel like every now and then, like with uni, I had like ups and downs and stuff. And then that weekend, it was my birthday. So you already know. So with my housemates, we all went out just basically like bar hopping in Leeds because I went to Leeds Uni, best uni ever. And then towards like the end of the evening, I remember two of the housemates were like, "Oh, we're just gonna go get you drinks. We'll be right back." Right? They went to go get drinks, and then walks in Abishan, Benedict, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why are you guys here?" And you guys were like, "Surprise!"
Wasn't cool.
And then Paul came after because he wasn't allowed in the club because he was wearing joggers. He had to get changed. So the best thing anyone's ever done for me is you guys drove all the way up to Leeds. It was like a 5-hour drive from London to surprise me on my birthday, and I literally was like almost in tears.
I can't remember why I missed it, but I think it was like because we went out like. Was it the one time when like we like went out and then it was also Anika's birthday and I had to go to Loughborough and I had like exams on or something. And I was like, guys, I'm dying and I'm pretty sure I got to study tomorrow because I got an exam on Monday.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that. That was very nice.
We got it all on video. So Anika was like,
yeah, no, I literally was like, what? Like these two walk in like,
hello.
hello.
Did you cry?
I like teared up a bit, yeah.
Oh,
I was really happy. And then I was so drunk after that. My God. That day was full of miracles. It's like you guys came up, one of my housemates.
I told you, pass alcoholic.
No, it's a birthday, okay? It's fine if it's your birthday. Like it's calm. And then we ran into so many people in different bars that my housemates knew. They were just buying me drinks. And by the end of the evening, I was like, where am I? And then like next thing you know, we're back in the flat. And yeah.
And I'm alive. Oh my God.
I'm there. I'm Elliot. I'm like, huh? Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm breathing.
What about the best date you've ever been?
Best dates.
Yeah. And the worst.
The worst date. Oh, I've never had like worst dates ever.
Any weird people?
No, but there are people I regret dating. I will not say who. That's a whole other episode. The best date. Oh my God.
Guys, you gotta step up your game. Like,
I feel like there are good examples, but for example, there'll be a date that was
We
really
need to do
good.
more dating. Guys, we need to get out there.
No.
All of us. I know you, sir. We all gotta go out there, get some stories together and come back.
I feel like one of the best dates I ever had. I think what kind of the problem of thinking of the best date is when it's to do with a person you no longer date and you're no longer fond of. So it kind of like skews that memory a bit towards like.
But what if it's like, think about the person you're currently seeing, and they did that for you. Like they went on it was them.
So what is the best date I've been on with the person I'm currently seeing?
No, just imagine.
No, just imagine that it was like that really good date, but instead of a person you're no longer fond of, it's someone.
Anika's like, nah, I can't disassociate.
It's tricky. You're asking too much of me. Probably the one where we basically just spent the entire day out in London. And when I say entirely out in London, like we were walking from like Waterloo all the way to Camden, for example. We were like walking around London. I think it's just nice to do that. Like you talking the entire time with no sense of direction of where you're going, and you just happen to end up in one of a popular spot in London. So I thought that was quite nice. I think stuff
London
like that
is
was
good for that as well.
Yeah.
London is good.
So that was good. That was with a person I am no longer seeing and no longer speak to though. So it's a bit weird.
Pretend that never happened.
Yeah.
Never pretend it's like your celebrity crush.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, here's a question. Who's everyone's celebrity crush?
Don't have fun.
Your first celebrity.
All boys know there's Megan Fox. Megan Fox from Transformers. That has to be our generations. Surely.
I have a girl crush.
Go on.
Tyler.
Oh, okay. That's good. Mine's
He's so
really
pretty.
specific and he's not even that much of a big celebrity at the minute. I told you this before. Have you watched live action One Piece?
Yeah.
You know the actor Sanji, Tad Skylar. He's so fit. No offense to the
remember
guy
what
I'm
he
seeing
looks
right now. Bro, he could do anything. He could do boxing. He can do like Muay Thai. He can do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He can do surfing.
He can do everything.
cycling.
Fighting, list fighting sports.
Fighting. I can't like a man that can fight. Fits. A man that can fight. Like yes, beat him up. Do it. Do it, King.
Beat me up.
Do it, King. Ruin me.
Who was yours, Ben?
Huh?
Who was yours?
Megan
Uh,
Fox.
She's a K-pop star.
Ah.
Lisa.
No,
Harry?
Hyeri from Girls' Day.
Ah.
She's in Reply.
1988.
There's so many different replies. There's like 3 replies. Like
Oh, really?
1988, 1990,
Yeah.
1998 or something. I don't know.
What was your most romantic then, Sarah?
What's Benedict done? Not
Yes.
or pre-Benedict, so you can
No, I
study
don't
up.
think anyone
This is where the
has.
trauma kicks up.
There's no pre that was that good.
Mm.
I honestly think the best date was on my birthday.
That was
And when
right,
we went to the sauna,
yeah.
it was the best day ever.
Makes sense.
But yeah, we went swimming, and then we had hot tub and sauna and steam room and everything, and the food. And I was like, this is the best day ever. And then we went home and we played more games.
We played Stardew Valley.
Like that is like the perfect.
No, we woke up. We woke up on her birthday.
I was just waiting.
I was like,
I was waiting. and we go home.
and I was like,
We go home and we play Stardew,
Yeah.
not anything else.
not in this.
Yeah.
Not in this Christian.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
That was like really nice, and like I really needed
I knew Benedict
Like
would be a romantic.
like a. But
That was her.
it was
idea.
my idea.
Oh, whoops.
It was my birthday,
But
my idea.
It's still nice to spend that. time with
Yeah.
someone else.
It was really nice, and I really enjoyed it. It was like the best day ever.
What about you, Patrick?
What I've done or what I've received?
Huh?
What I've done or what I've received?
What you've received?
No,
I
but
can
this is
receive romantic stuff too, just because.
no most
No, most
romantic thing. Something someone has done for you.
Oh, she did a lot. I remember one of my birthdays, hand painted a full deck of cards with Naruto characters.
Oh,
Yeah, still got that.
Wow.
And then
That's-
matching jumpers with some Polaroids of
That's
ass.
so cute.
Great.
Of us
Great.
or us?
Ass.
Okay.
Great. In the hoodie. Wow. Couldn't have asked for better, really. Yeah. Yeah.
spoiled.
This is all that's all I think.
Damn.
I-
That was not the question for me. I thought the question was the best date you've been on.
No, most romantic thing someone has done for
It's
you.
just
Yeah.
Oh, I completely misunderstood the question. I said the best
To be
date.
fair,
I
same.
did say that.
I
You
was.
said you didn't remember. That's what I do not know.
To be fair, same.
Shit,
I
out of the
also.
way to be fair.
I also misunderstood my own question. But I say the most romantic thing that you've done for me was when I landed from
Oh, yeah, no.
when I landed from like back from Hong Kong and we hadn't seen each other for like a month. And then you like picked me up and then you got me flowers and you wrote me a card and I was like, oh, so cute.
write a card as well.
That's
And then I was like, oh my god, he wrote a card for me.
Let's write cards, man.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I don't expect a card back. And I was like, it's
Yeah.
okay, I'm not gonna write you a card back. Don't
I
worry.
don't normally write cards either. I'm not gonna write more cards.
Honestly, I kind of hate cards, man.
Yeah.
I just hate the whole like. I kind of hate the whole.
I have nothing
Well,
up there. There's
yeah,
nothing,
this is the
there's
thing.
nothing up there.
I got nothing. Like I struggle to write so hard. I struggle to think, especially.
No,
when
but the
pressure's
card
on.
you wrote was so cute.
What did he say?
Secret.
That's
Okay.
Oh,
too cringe.
yeah, but son,
Yeah, but that's like coming from the
that's
heart,
not
and
cringe.
that's
It's just
you.
romantic. It's a fine line, but you know.
Well, you gotta
Come
take
on,
me on.
tell
it.
us, tell us.
You gotta take. I can't remember.
What else? Yes, you do. Sarah
I can't
does.
remember.
Sarah,
Can't remember.
you got to tell us. Come on.
I'll
Now.
show you. I'll show you.
Off
I won't.
camera.
It can't
Off
be that
camera.
bad.
No, I just don't want to expose. I just,
His words.
The
His,
internet.
his
Close
beautiful,
podcast.
poetic words.
So poetic.
So poetic. ChatGPT.
but also it was the first time I saw his handwriting. I was like, oh my god, first time I saw your I'm reading your handwriting.
Oh yeah.
And then at the bottom, I wrote, P.S. I just realized this is the first time we're seeing my handwriting.
So we just thought the same thing.
Oh my God.
I predicted.
That is actually
I knew
so
what
cute.
she was gonna think.
How was his handwriting?
Oh, it was like circle vibes. You know when someone's handwriting is very circular?
What, like you have a circle as like a dot for the
It's very
eye?
curvy.
No, like every single
Curvy.
letter is quite
I
I like my
circular.
writing curvy.
Mine's like slanted. Mine's like.
Yeah.
The most romantic thing someone's done for me. Let me think about that.
Oh God.
Okay. Why think?
While you guys
what's-
think about it, the next question.
What's the
we
most
have
romantic
here-
thing you've done?
Me?
Yeah, like to someone else.
Mm.
Um,
I'm actually going through my phone just to remember romantic things. I'm in the trenches.
mm,
Actually, I know the most romantic thing that someone's done for me. It's quite recent.
Yeah, hang on.
She made a playlist of songs
oh yeah. That's
of
great.
songs that she listens to when she listens to them. She thinks of me.
So, sorry, because you were saying it so slow. I'm
No,
just like,
I
she
made a
playlist.
I made a
that she
playlist.
listens to when she listens.
I made a playlist of songs that when I listen to them, I think about him.
Yeah.
And I
Nice.
put them on to
Okay,
it.
nice.
Yeah, that is quite romantic.
That's quite
No, it is
romantic.
quite romantic.
That's like, I'd say that's romantic, cute.
I also like when you were ill, I bought you meds, but they never arrived to you.
Oh yeah. And I was
I guess,
really
yeah.
ill, and I had to go out into the streets to find this lost shopping bag of
Yeah.
Sainsbury's with my paracetamol and ibuprofen.
I always like doing the classical stuff, like proper like homemade dark vibes, roses on the table, dinner, bit candlelit dinner. Well, I remember having seen each other for ages. I lit like 100 candles around the house,
Oh,
and
That's
then
so cute.
like do that a few times. Massages, yeah, just kind of like vibe setting. I love flames. I don't know if that's for sure. I love setting up candles and a fire hazard amount of candles. Right? It's like, okay, if one of us trips on this,
We're
like
finished.
the heating did not have to be on because it was hot. in
oh
there.
my god.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like I love those flowers sometimes. My biggest problem with flowers I find is so outrageously expensive for something that's gonna die. I
Yeah.
prefer to buy live plants.
Well,
Orchids.
we're going to Columbia Flower Market next week, and then we're
That'd be
gonna
cute.
get a bunch of flowers and then make bouquets for each other.
I've never received flowers.
Also, my
We never do. We never
Giving
do.
flowers is actually so nice.
Oh, you know what was a set? One of the sad. I don't know what actors it was, or at some like nominations award thing. It was like one actor and 3 actresses, and they actually all got a flower. And he reached out his hand to like take a flower, and they were like, "Not you." And then and it was just like,
I've given a flower. Oh my god! I remember the one and only time I've actually given like a bouquet of flowers to someone I was dating. Because I was like, I think like guys just never receive flowers, so it's nice. I did that. The person was like, "Oh, I don't really like flowers," and I was just like, "Ah." And he was like, "Oh, but thank you. Though. I really appreciate it." And I was like,
"You're finished.
You're
This was
finished.
the last."
"You're finished." But this was Valentine's Day as well.
But the thing is, I get my guy friends. I get my guy friends flowers like when it's their birthday or like when they graduated, for example. I got them flowers. So
Oh,
that's
shut up,
nice.
baby.
Yeah.
I think it's just like you need to set the standards of your friend group to give flowers to each
So
other.
we're all gonna give flowers to
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, like if you don't know what to
You're
get
like,
for
yes.
someone, or if you're just going to someone's house and you haven't seen them in ages, you get them flowers.
Yeah,
It's
that's
quite a nice gesture.
But sometimes people are like, "Oh, I don't like flowers," even though I'm like, "Well, the sentiment is what matters."
Anger.
But I'm okay.
Anger.
No,
I told you.
No.
I told you.
You do nice things. This happens to me in response. Never do it again.
What's the idea of a perfect date for you?
Ooh.
And you know what? Not first date. This is
No,
like
any day.
you know the guy.
I think with these questions, I'm now starting to realize I'm probably just not a very romantic person. And I say this in the sense of like, for example, like with all the things everyone's saying, I'm like, that is genuinely so cute. But then if I were to insert myself in those situations, I'd be so awkward. I'm like, thank you. Oh my god, what would I do? I mean, the idea of a perfect day. Well, for one thing, it has to be like a very sunny, beautiful day. If it was like abroad, I mean, I'm not expecting all my days to be abroad, right? That's
a
so
holiday,
realistic.
that is.
Like, well, yeah, but like,
Fly me out.
okay, no, all right. Let me no. All right, let me set the scene. It's like July, August. You know, when like the sun's actually out in London, right? It's like a Saturday or a Sunday. I don't know. Like I like going to the boats at Hyde Park. Like you know the ones where you're like kind of like an activity. I think like as long as we're outside doing an activity, I think that'd be the best thing. A picnic would also be quite nice.
All right, let's combine it. Hire a picnic
Boys,
boat,
right notes.
boat, picnic, all in one go. Just combine all of them.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's cute. I don't think it has to be anything extravagant. Do you know what I like?
But fly me out. Might be nice if it was abroad,
Like, what was I think? For example, if there's like a really, really fancy dinner, I actually don't think I'd like that because I'm like, what's the point of spending all this money on a big fancy dinner where we could literally just go to La Mienne, like bussing.
I agree, but sometimes like a Michelin book 7-course dinner is just what.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
never been.
nah, I've never been.
It's worth it every now and again, honestly.
I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, just exploring like the city and stuff and walking around and doing something, I think would be just a great day. And then I don't know.
What do you like? What do you truly value doing though when you're just not doing dates? You can't always be doing dates.
No, like I mean,
Gaming.
no, I feel like just doing nothing. I think sometimes is so important because like in this world we live in, everything's so quick, 24/7, 365.
No, but I mean like with another person,
chatting shit, yapping.
just all day long.
It's just nice to just spend time together.
I don't think my perfect date involves anything in what we're doing. It's about spending time with another person. It's how much I enjoy the company of the other person. I feel like with the right person, you can do anything, and it will be the best day ever. It doesn't really matter, you know. And I like to be flown out. You know?
Take me abroad.
You know, take me abroad. Take me abroad.
Take
Take me abroad. You know?
Take me to dinner.
Flights on you. Business class.
Beach holiday. You know?
Business class. First class.
Whoa,
That's
we
that
made it.
money.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Got that. Actually, you have that money.
We're talking about perfect.
Oh, true. And then
yeah.
executive suite on the plane.
No, or
Come on.
helicopter.
Private.
Jet.
Private.
Private. Why settle, guys? Why settle? Anyway, yeah.
No, but I also agree. Like, if the date is completely shit, but the person you're with, like, you enjoy their company, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it whether or not. It doesn't matter what you do.
Yes.
Although I think I can only do that so often. Like if I don't like something, I'm happy to try it. But after I tried it once, I'm like, even if I enjoyed the day, doesn't mean I want to do it again. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Like I just,
Just go out and do nothing. Go out and explore.
Yeah.
Have nothing
vibes.
planned. Go out.
Get a few one
see
wheels.
what-
I love to
walk around. And be like, oh, that's
wander.
interesting.
I love to wander.
Yeah.
I like to.
I like to go Sasquatch hunting.
That was so funny when we were Sasquatch hunting. This all comes from this.
Bigfoot.
This all comes from this meme from years ago. We've seen this video. It's just like a video of just some guys in the woods, like
Walking into the
like
woods,
this. And
Me and the
the
boys
music on me and the
go
boys go Sasquatch hunting.
So
You'll understand
Anyway.
one day.
perfect date.
My perfect. I love sharing experiences that I like doing. So ideally, they like doing it too. And then honestly, it's like going out, like driving a convertible about, going to the beach, surfing, snowboarding. Like I like sort of more those sort of activities. But I just like doing it with with someone else,
Mm.
like mountain biking, but like not necessarily heavy mountain biking, but like, you know, gravel roads, that sort of stuff. That sounds ideal. Maybe stop somewhere for a meal midway through,
Mm.
sunshine, picnic.
Quite like a late night drive.
Yeah, that works.
Like when
that
there's
works
no
too.
one on the road.
A late night motorbike ride through the city that is lit up, like through Tokyo. That would be vibes.
Mm.
Oh,
It can't be London. It can't be London.
Yeah.
Just them just hugging you on a huge sport bike through Tokyo.
That's like Tokyo.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a dream.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to. Should we talk about the worst date?
We've done that.
I don't have that.
I don't have a
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
date.
I don't have like I've never come out of a date being like, oh no.
You have.
I have a worst date.
Go on.
It didn't even become a date because the guy was so fucking late. It was like 1 hour late. We were meant to go
Oh.
like shooting or something.
Shooting?
You know those like
Play shooting.
paper targets.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I want to do that.
Oh, like
It's not something
like
I would
airsoft
wanna-
guns.
Yeah.
It's not something I
Oh.
like to do, but I was like, okay, fine, let's just do it because like I've never tried it before. Showed up, waited for like 30 minutes, looked at his location, and he was still like 40 minutes away. So I messaged, I was like, I don't have time, and because we needed to book the slot, and if we're at 1 hour late, we're not gonna get the slot back. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go home. I have so much work to do. I was like,
I don't have time for your bullshit.
yeah, I was like, fuck this. Like, why are you late?
Yeah.
So yeah,
What did he say? Did he even respond to that?
Like any reason?
he was like, oh, are you sure?
So you didn't even give me a response as to why he was late.
And he was like, oh, I'm gonna be a bit late. He didn't even say I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be 1 hour late. And so-
Punctuality.
And so I was like, okay, this is really disrespectful to my time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go home, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Just being that late to a date is crazy. But you know what I kind of think on these first dates, especially with like modern dating of like the online dating vibes. I think we need to stop these like having to find an activity every time for a first date.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of needs to stop. There's only so much bowling I can do, man. You know what I mean? Like there's only so much like
Yeah, but there's like
shooting.
cheap stuff you can do.
No, it's not about the cost.
Arcade.
No, it's not even the cost. It's just like sometimes you just like, okay, I just want to get to know you. Let's have a drink. If you don't enjoy our time, it's easy to just, you know, be like, actually, I'm not really enjoying this.
Yeah.
Something low committed.
But I
Yeah.
think coffee is better than
Coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
coffee.
I agree.
Bubble tea.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
hell
great.
yeah.
Bubble tea date.
Yeah.
But I feel like bubble tea rate works better in the summer because most bubble tea is like outside.
Yeah. hot.
Yeah.
No, I just mean like you have to hang out outside after
Oh,
you get
yeah.
your
Well, I
bubble
think
tea.
a summer date in general is just better than.
It's
any other
easier.
time.
It's easier. You're like, let's go to a park. I'll bring a blanket.
Yeah.
Bosh.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Bosh.
Like a picnic vibe.
Like,
Oh.
I can't wait for that story to
The
come out.
strawberries.
Yeah. And flowers.
And
First day.
Brand new picnic basket.
Yeah. I don't think.
Hold.
No, but the thing is, like, the best dates is when you just it's just spontaneous and you just decide what to do on the date.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agreed.
I
But I guess that's a very like
People
spoiled by
very
being in London. You know, like we're spoiled by
Yeah,
living
not
in
everyone
London.
has that same.
You can't
opportunity.
if you're not in London, you can't just be like or a major city. You're like, let's meet up for a coffee and see where it goes. Because you'll be
Yeah.
like, right, so we got a fish shop, we got a kebab there, maybe cinema.
Maybe boots.
But we're gonna have to drive to the cinema.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Red flags that you spot right away when you're like dating and you're first thing.
Don't have any.
I do. If you're ordering something that involves customer service and you don't say thank you,
Yeah.
That's a classic.
That-
Yeah.
That's just.
that I'm like, oh,
Has
I'm
that
never
happened
gonna.
to-
I'm
Wait,
not
has
gonna.
that happened to you before?
No.
But if it
But if it did,
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
I'll be like,
Like
absolutely not.
you can
I feel
tell.
like, yeah.
You can tell when someone has never worked a day in their life.
Yeah,
in service.
I've worked a lot in services, and I've seen a lot of people treat people who work in services absolute shit, and I have zero respect for those kind of people.
I think just being rude in general. I feel like I wouldn't spot red flags unless it's just them being just nasty. I think there's the only thing, because otherwise I'd just be there like nothing's gonna stop me. I'm here now, unless they are just nasty or just like non-conversational.
I think like when someone talks bad about some random person first time you're meeting them, and they're talking bad about someone you don't know, and it's like you just met this person and you're already talking shit about other people. It's kind of weird.
That's fair.
Just complaining about a person that they don't even know.
Yeah, that's a red flag. Because you're just like, why are you telling me that? Like, why does it matter to me? You know?
Like, you think I'm interested?
No, like,
I don't know this person.
It's like, I don't know this person. I don't know you. And why you're trying to get to know me, but you're just talking shit about someone else.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I think it's the same with like friends as well. Like when you first meet anybody and they talk about someone shittily, and you're just like you don't really care, you know?
Do you have any small red flags that like the really stupid ones?
Like Icks?
An ick.
Like, let's call it an ick.
I have a big ick. I have a few big icks.
Okay.
Consistent?
Benedict called himself Mr. Consistent.
It is pretty icky. No, first one is like you're on a date and they came from work and they're carrying a backpack.
What?
No, wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Let her cook. Let her cook.
My bad.
Let her cook.
And they hike the backpack up like this. Like they're just walking and that's the ick. Second ick is when we're taking the tube and they shoot their hands up to cover their ears.
Shoot. What if you just do it slowly, you know?
That's fine. Slowly is fine. Like this is fine. My
Okay.
sister does this.
I do that.
But like if someone's like
Oh, like okay.
Also like I've experienced it before.
Right.
Like
was it just really aggressive? Did they just really aggressively
they're just like
oh my god. Oh my god.
And like frown and it's just really embarrassing. And I cannot.
At your grown age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like you're a grown man. Like
I love the blinking. And she's talking about like this Brett.
Brave.
Also, like if they walk weird.
No, that's valid.
You know, some people like just like walk really small steps.
Yeah, small steps. But I can also tell you the way Sam Brown used to walk, he fixed it. Yeah, I never knew that you can walk like right. So hold this.
All right.
This is how he would walk. Leaning backwards as you're walking, by the way. So
No.
leg forward and the legs because he has like O legs.
Actually,
so he's like walking like this.
Yeah.
This is how my guy would like. He would come around the corner and all you see is.
I know
That's
a guy
so
that walks
bad.
like
Yeah,
that.
I remember
His
now.
fix, he's gone so much better. But honestly, seeing him, whenever I saw him walk, ever, anywhere, I'm just like, how can you lean so far back?
It's usually like tall people or like lanky people. who
Yeah, I
walk
can see
like
that. Yeah,
'Cause they
But-
have an imbalance.
I just walk quite camp. No, don't have my hand up. I just famously just walk quite camp.
I got a ick/red flag, but it's not to do with like a first date or anything. It's about someone's character when they don't like reading. I feel like that's such a red flag.
He doesn't like
What?
reading.
Why do
That's
why do you not like reading? Reading is just such an amazing hobby. You
But I
learn
think-
so much from it. It literally expands your like knowledge and imagination.
It's
There's so
true.
I read enough at work.
It's true, but sometimes when people read, their brains can't make those words into a picture in their head. Like they can't imagine the situation. I think there's like a disorder, but it's like when you read, like when they imagine an apple, they can't think of an apple. They just think apple.
But okay, if that is a disorder,
And, like,
how common is that? I don't think that's a very common thing. So
I think
you're
it's
only
quite
Here's my thing.
common.
isn't that a minority of people?
With
You're
that-
very
Research.
With the reading stuff, here's my genuine opinion about it. A little bit. It's gonna sound kind of like I'm going like this is my exact opinion, but no, it's not like I'm right on that side. But with fantasy books, right? So it's like things that are just stories. I don't mind reading like a book that's like the Stephen Hawking book. Loved it, although it got confusing towards the end because he started off in that book with like simple concepts explained in simple ways. By the end of the book, he's talking about like Z particles, spin, and whatnot, and it just gets a bit. You just like start losing track of it. You're like, oh, it's just... But then with like fantasy books, you know how they say it's like the best part about a book is that you can imagine it yourself, and it's like your own story. The writer had a vision, so I'd rather just watch the vision.
No, but
And the sounds, and it's just like,
I'm much-
like movies are just a way more immersive experience for the same
So
experience, for the
what-
same thing. And it's
I'm much more of a movie TV person as well.
and I get exactly
No,
what
the
the
book
director
also.
and the writer intended it to be.
So what I'm talking about is called aphantasia, and it's the
How many-
inability to visualize. And there's like a little photo here. You guys can have a look.
But how often?
It's like
How many people suffer from aphantasia?
no.
And I guess
That
that's
doesn't sound like a very common.
no, because I got friends that are like, oh, like I know what a red apple is. I know that, like when he's like when I think of an apple, I can see a red apple. Like I can imagine.
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
but
But
some people
he just
can't
knows what it's supposed to be, but he can't visualize it.
visualize. Yeah, it's 2 to 4% of the population.
What if you
Okay,
just
that's
gave?
nothing.
No, I think it's quite a lot.
I
Of
mean,
people.
even so, I'm not referring to people that physically cannot visualize it because that's a disorder that's beyond their control. I'm referring to people that do have the ability to do that and they still are like, nah, fuck reading. I think it's more the disinterest towards reading and being like,
Disinterest, I don't understand.
yeah, okay, let me rephrase. I think people that, if you don't like reading, okay, fine, fair enough. But I think it's people that think of reading in a really bad way. They're like, oh, what's the point of reading? They shut it out. I'm like,
Oh yeah, like people
Ew.
who hate other people, like not hate, but like
they truly
If
don't
someone
want to
else's-
understand
yeah.
someone else's hobbies. Okay, that's the main thing. If
Yeah.
someone doesn't want to or care for other person's hobbies, that's
yeah.
I see the vision of it reading. I wish I was that guy just with a book on the tube. Like, look at me, I'm reading.
yeah.
I
just-
wish
just
I read more.
Glasses on. I don't even need glasses, but I just got glasses on the
I have a
tube
Kindle and I
reading.
read. So we each need to say a big or like a relationship advice that you tell your younger self,
Okay.
or to anybody
So-
that is struggling
Just double
with
check it.
their relationship. An advice you'd give, like a
Are you qualified?
Advice I'd give. I'm pretty qualified. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
I think. I guess make the most of being single and realizing what the things that you really enjoy doing by yourself, you know. And then,
It's targeted.
no, it's not targeted. I think it's targeted, Patrick.
Patrick.
Huh? And you know, just you know, and, sorry.
Sorry. That's staying in.
And
Breaking the tension.
I guess whenever you go on a date, just do the things that you enjoy, and just
Okay.
you just have another person along with you, and if they don't enjoy the things that you're doing, then wait.
Valid.
Next question.
Well,
Mic drop. Next question.
my relationship advice would be to not assume or expect things. Like, always say and voice your expectations, because other people won't know what your expectations are unless you communicate them.
Based.
True.
Based.
And
My advice would be, I mean, it's important for your partner to indulge in your interests, but you should also do the same for them. It is, you're doing these things together. So, for example, if there is an activity or hobby that your partner does that you haven't done before and you're not really sure about, just give it a try. It doesn't hurt to try, and you try it, and if it's not for you, then at least you can turn around and say, listen, this ain't for me. And you can, but you know you tried it. The same goes for that person as well. If they don't try new things with you and do the activities that you want to do because you enjoy them as well, then that's not good. You guys gotta do things together.
Valid.
Thank you.
I don't think I'm qualified enough for this.
It can be anything.
Anything. What have you
Anything,
learned?
yeah,
over
yeah,
your
what have you learned?
25 years of life. What's one piece of advice you give to yourself, your 10-year-old self?
About
The
love.
kindergarten self, the
Don't-
dolphin ring. What would you say to him?
Don't delay things.
Oh, that's a good
Dilly
one.
dally.
Don't dilly dally. Communicate your
important
thoughts.
stuff. Yeah.
Because if you delay it, it only gets worse and more uncomfortable and more sad. Don't delay stuff.
I think you
Don't delay stuff. No, I think that's the biggest thing. Don't delay stuff. Don't talking, communication. It's always what people say. It's always
Yeah, no, communication is
And-
the most important thing.
also if you have a good relationship with your parents, listen to them. Listen to them. Sometimes they just know you, and they tell you stuff, and you're like,
And
if
Yeah,
you
not
think-
my parents.
when you think about a lot of, you're like, but what if this, what if this, what if that? Probably need to rethink stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
great. That's a great ending. Actually.
Ending.
I think that's enough. We chatted for an hour now.
Yeah. On that note, thanks for watching. Thanks, Anika, for joining us.
Special guest
having
Anika.
me.
And
Have a lovely time.
we'll come back to you guys with
Come
the
back
next
to the
episode.
people
I'll be back next week.
in episode. However we decide to number it.
Prime numbers.
Prime numbers.
Episode 7.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye, people of the net.
Cubed.